Shit. Come on, dude. Fuck. I'm gonna share this a couple places. All right. What's the audio sound like? What up, Negro? Mr. James Elwood, J Bird. What's up, big dog? Yo, it's been a while since I made a video on here. And I was on YouTube looking at some Tint bullshit. This dude popped up, and he's a DIYer. And I noticed that in a lot of these groups, some of these Tint groups, it's not always just tinters that have been tinting the shit for a while. Sometimes it's just people who are trying to do it themselves and to figure out some tips and tricks. So, I haven't watched this. I watched like the first 10 seconds and I realized that he already made a couple mistakes. So anybody that's watching this now or in the future, that's a DIYer, thinking about tinting your own ride, maybe you'll learn something, what not to do, what to do. And if any other tinters watching this might want to chime in comments, help somebody out. Because if I didn't know how to tint and I was trying to save a lot of money and do it myself and not go to a tint shop and spend an outrageous amount of money, after finding out that, tint's not super expensive, maybe I went the pre-cut route. But instead of sifting through hours and hours of comments and videos and watching, if I was a DIYer, if I could just watch one video and get like maybe a week's worth of knowledge in one fucking video, that would help save some time. So, am I the most experienced tinter? Hell no. But I know a few people that know a lot more than I do. And I know people in these groups know a whole lot more than I do. So, this guy from the beginning, I seen he already made a couple mistakes, specifically using a fucking 30-degree blade. And I still see pros doing that in the mobile window tint group. And I don't see anybody calling it out. Like, dude, that will scratch the fuck out of your glass. Even a stainless steel 60-degree blade can, but you got to really fucking push hard. You got to really try to scratch the damn thing with a stainless steel blade. But as far as I know, they do not make a pointy stainless steel 30-degree blade. I think I heard a video of Matt talking about trying to get some made. And I guess the Chinese said can't do it. So I'm gonna watch this video. Y'all watch it with me. If y'all see anything you want to chime in, see what this dude what this dude's doing right and what he might be doing wrong, and any other DIYers in the future that might want to tackle the task of tinting your ride yourself. Maybe this will help you out. All right.
And it's a beautiful truck.
This dude's name is Mark Brenner, and these Toyota truck, I think he's doing a Tundra. Like a newer Tundra. I've done a few of these lately. These are pretty straightforward. Besides the fucking back glass, it rolls down, so that's definitely an advanced level. But I think this dude's just doing the front two windows, which is a common thing for trucks, just the front two windows.
So clear, people can see what I'm thinking at red lights, and yeah, we should probably fix that. So what I did was bought a roll of tint from Amazon for $85. I bought a 100-foot roll by 24 inches in height. United. Now, some people may say, well, he fucked up already going to Amazon buying some tint. I don't necessarily think so. Like, is the tint from Amazon as good as like your top brands like GeoShield, Suntech, Lumar, what else? Tint Club, Rogue, all those other brands? Probably not as good, right? But
your first time, you're probably gonna fuck something up. And buying a pre-cut is definitely not the right way to go because you only get one of each window. And if you fuck one up, well, you're gonna have to buy a whole new set. So I think he is on the right path, just buying a whole roll of film. And it's only $85. So if he fucks up 10 times,
film, we have some highlights right here on the box. Heat
he don't have to keep buying pre-cuts.
UV protection, glare reduction, color stable, scratch resistant.
I never use this film.
Here is a 2-layer film.
I see people posting, asking questions and shit about it, but
buy 100 feet of film for $85. Too cheap to pass on. So
right,
I had to check it out, and we're gonna get right to it. They have a phone number here too, and
I would definitely buy a whole roll instead of just a pre-cut because you're gonna spend just as well, about half as much. I think a pre-cut's like $30-$40
and get rid of this this fishbowl,
which is like,
because
let's see,
it's not a good look.
So I guess he's single cutting. No, is he single cutting? No, I think he's double cutting.
What I've done so far is lined up the bottom edge of the tint to the bottom of the glass.
Doing that right.
Wrapping it like maybe half an inch below that gasket. Now what I'm gonna do is cut the left side and then pull it over like half an inch, cut the front side.
He didn't say what his spray solution is. Well, he might. I haven't seen the rest of it, but baby shampoo and water. 3 squirts in a spray bottle. Good enough.
Pull it back forward about a quarter of an inch and then cut the top part of the tint.
And right here, he's already making a mistake. He's using a 30-degree blade. He may not know that, but I know in a lot of these Amazon, eBay kits where you buy, like it comes with a heat gun, squeegee, and all that bullshit. For some reason, so many of them come with a fucking 30-degree carbon steel blade. Don't know why. Now, I know I think 10X sells a kit on their website, and it does come with a stainless steel blade, which won't scratch the glass. But this fucking blade, it's like one of those hobby kit blades you get from like the arts and crafts section at Walmart. And I don't know why the hell they put this. I mean, it could work for the top edge, but not on the glass. It's going to tear the glass up and tear the seals up. Maybe if you're like it's super, super soft cutting it, but it's just too sharp to be cutting on glass. But I'm pretty sure he's using a 30-degree blade, which he probably don't know. It's not his fault.
Okay, so now I'm going to pull the
he shifted it over, that's right.
Half an inch over to the left. Now I cut the front edge. Now I'm going to slide the tint forward just a little.
Oh, look, he's using that much water. I would probably would have squeegeed that top section down before I cut that edge. But it's not doing too bad, not too bad.
All right, you guys can see right where I cut the top edge and the front edge. I'm going to connect those two cuts together with a nice little...
Oh wait, no, I'm mistaken. He's using he's halfway there. He's got a red dot blade holder, but it looks like a fucking 30-degree carbon steel blade. Get out of the damn way.
Keep going.
And I probably would have used like a tri-edge or something to make that cut straight.
Gentle curve.
He might have done this once before. I think I might have seen another video of his where he tinted a Jeep or something himself. So this might not be his first time, but he's not a pro. That Wagner's decent, like $20 on Amazon or Walmart. Oh man, see, he's probably. Whoa! I don't think I'm guessing he cleaned the window on the inside. Probably did it off camera, but definitely would clean the window. There's plenty of prep videos. I was actually watching some. Shout out to, of course, Matt 313 Tint's got a good prep video, but shout out to WFR Rick Tallman. He's got a shit ton of prep videos. I think this video, I posted this in his group. He's got a bunch of good prep videos, like fucking 12 of them on Window Film Revolution. Good prep. And he's going to bottom load it, which I think bottom loading is more advanced than two-staging for a beginner. But hey, you can do it. But
let's roll it up. Squeegee at the bottom.
Wait, did he not squeegee? Or he didn't? He probably did it off camera.
Get it, guys. Now I'm gonna go from the bottom to the
He didn't take the seal out. I'd probably take the seal out. I don't think this is necessarily like how to do it. He's just kind of like showing what he did. Yeah. So he's not showing like every single step, but
squeegee at the bottom.
He definitely should have shrank it a little bit more. You can see that finger on the side right there. Now we'll lay down probably, but he didn't snap shrink it, which means shrinking it twice. Like you shrink the bottom, lift it up, and kind of do it again. Typically it prevents stuff like that from happening, but still not too bad.
Is done and
whoa, yeah, he skipped a lot of steps.
95% perfect. It's not. There's a couple specks of dust up here on the top part of the film, and I know
it's not bad for a beginner though.
Because the tint, when I peeled it and stuck on the inside of the window, it did make contact with the inside of the door right there. So I have a new technique for the driver's side window we'll get to right now. But
I think in his other video, and God bless his heart, he didn't know what he was doing. I think he took like the whole seal out, like not the bottom seal, the whole fucking like half the door part, like the seal that goes around it on a Jeep. I think I was like, damn, pretty clean. But I don't know. I'll have to watch that with some other time. But
I didn't even notice, to be honest.
I think other videos more in depth.
I think it was right there.
But for a beginner,
one right there,
not bad.
A couple here and there, but once the tint
and you can DIY it yourself. The best way to go about it is just not buy a pre-cut. Don't do that.
Should pretty much,
because even pros they have to redo windows sometimes.
So far, I mean, obviously it's not in the sun right now, so I can't get the full experience of what this is going to look like, but at least not yet. But so far, it does have a really nice.
What up, J Day?
It has a nice
Scott Fields, what's happening?
Which looks super good.
Oh, I haven't even been looking at the damn comments. What up, Ray? Rock Rose. I'll cuss you out, Jay Bird. Hey, Rock Rose has no glue on it. I don't know why. Rock Rose has no glue, bro. I noticed that whenever I was playing around with it. Don't get Rock Rose. Like, if you peel it off and spray it, you can't tell which side's the sticky side and the non-sticky side. That shit does not stick to dot matrix. That shit will fall off. I use the same just tint in my car. AutoZone is where to go. Hey, if you say so, Ray. Hey, AutoZone is a good place for car detailing stuff. Now, they do have some shit there that you can tint your car at. If you have to do it like 2 day, yeah. You can't wait fucking like 2 days for shipping to get decent tint off of the internet. Yeah, you can use Gigolo. It's not the best, but you can get what you need at AutoZone. That is a fact. And they have like little hard cars there. Bottom load easy. James Elwood, don't make me come to Socorro, New Mexico and smack the black off of you. Bottom loading is not easy. Stop it. It's hard.
Man, that heat shrinking on this film was really, really easy.
So everybody that keeps talking shit about Amazon tint, he just said the shrinking was easy. Man, I've never used. I like to test out all kinds of different films. I've got probably more different brands of film in my little bit shop than I'd say majority of tinters. I've got shit I'm not even supposed to have. Well, maybe I don't. I didn't say that. I may or may not have some Chinese film, you know. But besides the fact, I've tried a bunch of different films so that way I have enough jurisdiction to say what's good and what's bad, right? A lot of y'all are getting paid by some brand to say they're the best in the world. Shout out some people. They have to say their tint is good and the best because they're getting money in the bank. But from my understanding, Rock Rose, stay the hell away from it. United, I'm about to try this out.
Especially compared to the eBay film I used before. That stuff was a nightmare to heat shrink. And
he said the eBay film wasn't no good. All right, now he might go a little more in depth right here.
Practice tints like maybe 3 or 4 times. And
okay, so he's tinted 3 or 4 times.
Unbranded tint. And using this stuff was like a night and day difference when it came to the install. But if there's one thing
so this dude, he has no skin in the game. He's already saying that this United's better than, what would he say? Kevin, eBay. And eBay don't have its own brand tint. Like, you're not going to go on eBay and get eBay logos. Most of it's going to say Lumar with no Lumar on the box, right? Most of it's somebody from China, and they're selling you like fucking 10, 20, 30 feet of film. It's Lumar, but we can't send you the box because we're cutting it out the original one. If you read the feedback reviews, I don't know how their accounts are still open. You scam me, you this isn't real Lumar. And if you know what real Lumar is like, why are you even buying off eBay? But anyways, besides the fact, this dude, so he's tried a few different ones. So
when practicing with this film so far, or the films in the past, is preparation is definitely the most important thing. Making sure you get into all the
prep is the most important thing. He sounds like a professional already.
Every area that is in or around the window, that goes for the door panel, the window surround, inside.
Yeah, he's not fucking around when it comes to prep. He's doing more prep than me.
Really wipe down. So I then wipe the window down numerous times.
It looks like the Amazon, or it could be the Blue Max squeegee handle.
The tint on the driver's side window compared to the passenger side, I did something a little bit different here to make the job a little cleaner, right? So I tacked the tint onto the window and did my first cut there on the right side of the.
See, if I was him, and any other tinters might want to chime in, if I was a straight DIY, what I would suggest is the marker method. Get you a Sharpie, and instead of cutting on your car, just mark it. Only cut you got to make is the top edge. That's it. I think as far as the DIY or a new tinter, somebody don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know a red dot from a blue max. Get you a fucking Sharpie. Quit cutting on your car. Get you a Sharpie. The cuts are gonna be straight. Get you a Sharpie and a fucking a straight edge. That's what I would have done. You could do this, but the risk, the damage is pretty high. Sharpie is the way I'd go. But this dude's done a few, so who the fuck am I to say anything?
Pulled the tint back towards me, overlapping.
He's good shifting it
to make sure we have full coverage under the seal. Then I moved to the front part of the window and then did my cut on the front edge and just made sure that we had that part nice and straight.
His angle is not good, but
pulled the tint forward about a 1/4 inch to make sure we have full coverage. Hey, tacked the film on the window again, and then I pulled the window down a couple of inches, and then did a nice.
Wait, did he not shift it back? He shifted it to the right, but did he shift it back halfway?
To make sure we have full coverage. Tacked the film on
after he made that cut,
and then I pulled the window down a couple of inches.
I don't think he did.
A nice clean cut there.
But he's okay.
Edge of the glass.
Yeah, so he did lock that top down.
Edges to make sure we don't have any like hard corners or any.
Damn, he's still using that fucking 30-degree blade.
Like that part right there.
If he put something underneath it, like a hard cord, to be fine. But it's cut right.
Pulled it off the window.
I made a few videos of me cutting on my car with a 30-degree blade. Scratch is still on it. Ain't going away. But these ones are probably something you can't tell, but I don't know.
Did the corner cuts right there. Nice thing too is we can use the tools here to give us a straight edge.
He should have put that thing when he was making the little corner cuts.
Go ahead and do that right here.
But yeah, straight edge. Even though that's not a straight edge, that's called a contour. It's literally called a contour, so it's not straight. But hey,
this is where this tint shines over the generic film I've tried in the past, the unbranded stuff, because that stuff would not heat shrink at all, like barely at all. And
so he's saying this is shrinking good
in like 30 seconds. So super easy. Here's where I did something different on the driver's side compared to.
I think he has the tint the bottom. He should have had at least an inch and a half gap from the bottom seal, because he's probably gonna make. I knew he's probably gonna melt their seals, like right there. Those seals get too hot, they're gonna start bubbling. So that's why, and plus the water don't have anywhere to go whenever you squeegee down. So if I was him, I probably would have lifted that up, because the bottom of the tint's pretty much touching the seal. But hey, if you know.
To the other window that I first did on the passenger side, I pulled the liner only halfway down, right? And then I
was he two-staging at this time?
Outside of the glass, put it on the inside.
What do you think about that, Jay Bird?
On the top half of the glass.
Two-stage.
Instead of doing the lower half on the other side.
I'm gonna get cussed out by bottom loaders.
The entire liner off. This side, the lower half is still protected by the liner. As you guys can see right there on the lower half of
bottom load is just a fucking anxiety attack to me, dude.
Tack down the top portion of the tint, and then
I can't do it.
And then peel the rest of
kind of like torch shrinking. Can, but I just took the risk.
The door panel, sprayed on more solution, and squeegee the film onto the glass, pushing.
I think if he had got like one of them little, like when he's tucking it in, if he got one of those little shanks, you can get them for like 99 cents or like $1.50. And if you don't have a shank, shout out to 313 Tint Matt. He said you can use a plastic fork. Just go to McDonald's, Fazoli's, Burger King, and just steal a plastic fork. And that way, when you're tucking it in, and it's got an edge on it. I don't like them little triads just because those can fall in there. I've actually lost 2 of them. Those silver triads just fell in the fucking door panel. I didn't say nothing to nobody. It's basically a donation. So if they ever take the door panel off, look, you got a free window tint tool. And I'm not taking the shit apart to try to get it, right? So a fork, plastic fork, or a little the shank, it's got an edge on it. It ain't falling in the fucking door panel. And it makes tucking that shit in a lot easier. It's probably what I would have done.
Then I pushed the bottom half of the tint behind the door panel, sprayed on more solution, and squeegeed the film onto the.
But this dude, after doing 3 cars, look, he pretty much knows what the fuck he's doing. He can tint his mom's, his brothers, his cousins, his neighbor's car. He's ready to start doing it on the side.
Man, it was like
he's got a side gig after 3 or 4 cars,
which was awesome. So
now he might not be able to do a whole windshield and shit, but
dust, my guy. Watch this. So satisfying. Bam.
Look at that top edge. That's a nice top edge for a newbie.
So
that's better than mine.
Is you need to push all of the wrinklage up and down.
Wrinklage.
Don't push it out left and right. Make sure you get all.
I like that word, wrinklage.
Push down or up.
Wrinklage, like wrinkled balls.
Golden.
Wrinklage.
What the?
I want him to say it one more time.
In my front 2 windows. So one thing I learned is you need to push all of the wrinklage up and down. Don't push it out left and right. Make sure you get all the wrinkles.
Get the wrinkles out of your ball bag.
Or up. And you're golden.
3-stage.
What the heck?
Matt would, I'd steal all the plastic forks.
Perfectly.
Oh, hey, Jay Bird. Remember I was talking to you on the phone the other day? Remember I told you about this truck? He's actually doing it. Look, this is a PSA to even window tinters. This fucking thing right here, but I'm going to zoom in. Well, I don't need to. This panel right here, If you try to take that out, because it's basically in the fucking way when you're trying to two-stage or bottom load, because it comes over like 2 inches past the side of the window. All it is it's one little push pin clip at the very top, and y'all have done this. No, taking them out, there's like a 70% chance that little clip's gonna fucking snap and break, even on a brand new one. So you better have some extra ones ready, because they don't just fall in the door in the fucking door panel. They obliterate. There's like a 50, even if you're slow and careful, will snap. So I was telling you about Jaybird. So I had to order a whole new set of extra clips for if they break. And they're not just like your average one. They're different. They're special. And if they snap, shut up, Kevin. If they snap, you got to replace it. You can't just not put it back in. It's not like the regular door panel where you can just, oh, that broke. It ain't moving. It's not flimsy. It's good. No. This one, you shut the door, shit's going to fall down. So I want to see how he handles. He might not even take it off. You don't have to, but it's really in the damn way. I thought he was just doing the front 2 windows. Apparently he's doing the whole shebang. Look, he's got music. This dude's ready. He's only tinted a couple cars. Now he's a fucking pro. He must be one of those quick learners. He's doing better. Jaybird, we got to figure out like the wrinkles. Yeah. When you get old, that wrinkles gets worse. No, but this dude, look, 3 cars and he's a fucking pro. Three vehicles and he's ready to open up shop and start undercutting everybody for $100 a car, truck.
But remember, we only peel down halfway.
That's a nightmare whenever your customers start figuring out it's not as hard as it looks. And they stop coming to you, start doing the shit themselves. You start wondering, damn, I haven't had any calls in like a week. What the hell's happened? Everybody's doing it themselves. Dude's only got 3. This is 4th car under his belt. Look at him. Doing pretty good. Look at him, focused. He don't have no distractions.
It's like a true charcoal. It's coming through on camera.
I wonder.
Kind of.
But it's better in person.
Somebody there with him.
Yeah, it's like a true like light black.
This is good PR for United Amazon window film. This is good. I wonder. Because you hear a lot of shit about this in some of the window tint groups. This brand, Amazon Tint.
Pink or green.
And you hear a lot of people asking, well, what's a good tint to practice with? This motherfucker saying that it's him. United Tint is him. That's it.
No colors.
Yeah, no colors. No colors.
He needed a bath anyways, right?
Dude, my truck's filthy, man. I'm yet to wash my truck one time.
Is he gonna do the back window? Cause Zib rolled down, bro. If he does the back window on this truck as a newbie with only 3 cars under his belt, I'm gonna take my hat off to this dude. What's he doing now? Oh, he took the seal out. Jaybird, look at this prep. I wonder if he watched a bunch of YouTube videos. He had to have, but I wonder who he watched.
Too, because Tint loves to pull in all the debris around it. So
good prep, and that's what he said. Prep's the most important part, and he ain't lying. I think he's still single cutting, which I would still single cut too. I didn't double cut for a long time. I know a lot of the other tinters didn't either. Apparently, even though he's got that 3rd-degree blade, you don't hear him talking about, damn, for some reason I keep getting scratches on my windows. Or he just don't notice them, but he's doing all right. Wait, did he not cut the bottom out? Hold up. Why did he cut the bottom out? I still recommend a marker and cut it off the car. eBay bag of 500 clips, 100. Yep. Good. Got the assortment at Harbor Freight. Oh, I didn't know Harbor Freight sold them. Shit, I had to order them off Amazon. I didn't know Harbor Freight had them clips. Body clips in case they break. Now I'm ready to bottom load. But look, did this dude cut the bottom or no? No, I guess he did. I didn't see him shrink it though. Oh, I guess maybe he figured out that if you bottom load and you don't have to shrink it, which is the case most of the time. I still would shrink it. When I bottom load, I still shrink because the last thing I want is a finger popping up after you install it. And you got to introduce a heat gun into somebody's interior of their vehicle, and you just asking to fucking melt the door panel. And then the look on the customer's face after you tell them that their car is leaving the shop, and worse, in worse condition than it came. Then you got to call your then you got to make the decision. Do I want to pull it, pull an insurance claim on this one, or am I just going to act like, just pay out of pocket? How about we don't go through none of that shit and just shrink it a lot on the outside? Because it's a lot easier. It takes a lot to burn the paint off a car, and the outside trim is a lot cheaper than a fucking door panel. I'll tell you that. This dude seems like he's doing everything right. Besides, okay, oh, he is shrinking it.
Insane, right?
Yes, sir.
One and done.
And he had said fingers have been popping up, but these truck windows are pretty flat. He's got the good Wagner too. He's not fucking around. He's got the good Wagner. He didn't spend too much money on a unneeded $300 heat gun.
Otherwise, more prone to dust getting pulled in.
I seen a post on there today. It said the Fusion, the $300 heat gun, the Fusion, it's out of stock. Oh my God, what do I do? Good. It's fucking $300. That's like them $300 steamers. Well, you could buy 10 of them for that. Well, you can buy 8 heat guns for that much. But hey, I'm not trying to, if you like the Fusion, more power to you. But somebody said don't even get as hot as the Wagners. But hey, if you got the scratch, if you like to show it off, go ahead. This G-Shock watch is only $100. Plenty of motherfuckers walking around with $5,000, $10,000 Rolex Submariners.
These little fingers right here we have.
Oh, look what I just say. What I say. I ain't even seen this yet. What I say, dude. I told you. Bottom loading. Then he bottom or did he two-stage it? Got a fucking finger. Now he's going to hope. I haven't seen this. Hope to God he don't melt his fucking door panel. Because I'm sure they're not cheap on that truck. He should have double snap shrink it. That's a tongue twister. Double snap shrink it on the outside. Because this situation, shout out to Luke Martin. Luke Martin knows about this, and I ain't trying to throw sand in your face. But this right here, when the finger pops up on the inside, shit just got sketchy. He thought he shrunk it. See, that's the thing. When you think you shrunk it enough, and then that finger pops up like, you didn't. No, you didn't. All you had to do was snap me one time, and you wouldn't be in this situation. But he don't know that. He thought he shrunk it enough. That's why I shrink the shit until it's over shrunk and then do a little bit more. So that don't happen. So he is two-staging. Okay. I wonder.
These little fingers right here we have popping up, right? We got one there, There's one here on the sides also.
Oh man, fingers.
So there's one I think down here too. So these
the shrink, bro. Any of you DIYers watching this now or in the future, what the hell am I talking about? When you shrink it on the outside of the window, right here, when he's doing that, after you do it the first time, you're not done. Lift it back up and make like a little ring. Basically do that twice. Force some fingers in there. Do it maybe 3 times. It's going to make that so tight that when he put it on the window on the inside, there ain't going to be no finger popping up because it's going to be stuck on there so damn tight. He probably didn't know that, but he's going to find out. Now what's he going to do? Now you got to risk burning your door panel.
Fingers right here we have popping up, right? We got one there, There's one here on the side.
Hold up, Brad Jones. I keep forgetting his comments. Brad Jones. No shrink them on the windows. No shrink. So Brad Jones, you're right now. Now Brad Jones, remember, this guy's he's not a professional. He don't have his own shop. He's just a dude a DIYer. So he may not know, and other DIYers may not know, well, you don't have, if you stretch it right, okay, I got you. You got me on that one. But what 99% chance guarantee you're going to have a finger pop up if you snap shrink it, right? Now you're right too. We got 2 right motherfuckers. It could also be that the adhesive on the film is not as aggressive. Saw a video from Austin Cuck, and he was comparing Lumar to Steck. I watch all the Tint videos. Don't feel special if I mention your name. You're not special. I watched, and he squeegeed it in the Lumar. Plus, the color on the Lumar looked like shit. A lot of people said the same thing. But the Steck, it gripped the glass better. It didn't have fingers popping up. Lumar did. So it could be the adhesive of the film.
Man, fingers.
So There's one
But
down here too. So these
you shrink the shit out of it. Now he's got fingers everywhere.
Once we install it, it's no problem at all. We don't have to have the tint like perfectly heat shrink before installing it.
Nah, bullshit. Yes, you don't. Do you not? What did he just say? I disagree. But Brad Jones were both right. Stop it. Brad Jones were both right. For a DIYer, it's easier for them to just know, oh, just shrink it twice. But you're right. Because I see a lot of people, shit, who's a bottom loader that we know? Well, y'all probably don't know him. Midmo Dents. Y'all probably know who that is. He's on YouTube. He's a bottom loader. He don't shrink shit. Does a great job. Think, who else? Bottom loader. Sean Roach from Window Tint Wars. I think he's a bottom loader. He don't really shrink that much. I think Rick's a bottom loader. Yeah, because that's how I learned how to bottom load, was watching Rick's videos. He uses a lot of soap too. Rick Tallman. Shout out to Rick Tallman. But I also, in the direction of you stretching the film, right? Like if you just squeegee it all from the left to the right, you got to pull the film in different directions. Yeah, double shrink. Because this dude's DIY, but he's doing pretty damn good.
To get out once we install it, it's no problem at all. We don't have to have the tint like perfectly heat shrink before installing it.
Yeah, you
These
got it.
right here are pretty easy to get out.
Ah, see right there. Shout out to my man, love him to death, Luke Martin. Let's just say he made a little bit of an expensive mistake doing this shit right here. And it was an accident. It was an accident. Nobody means to burn nobody's car, but we've all done it. I've done it on the outside of my own car just starting, but fuck, that's sketchy. Bringing that heat gun inside. You could do it on the outside, but it seems like it takes forever for it to heat up. On the inside, you just lay it down. Or, safer way, wrap a tri-edge in a paper towel. Keep doing that. No heat needed. And soak it up. Takes a little bit longer, but it's safer. This way, high risk. It's like putting it all on black. Yeah, risk is high, reward's high. You get to hurry up and get that finger out of the way quick, but you might burn some shit up. So, let's see what he does. He's got the wrong tool too, because he's pushing it, and it's the film is trapped in between the. I'm gonna do this. The film is trapped in between the seals. So when he's pushing that hard card down, it's hitting that seal and not going to the very bottom of the film. So he needs that triangle card. He don't know that. I wish I could talk to this dude right now. But he's DIYer now. That's not the right tool to use. He don't know that he's a DIYer, but it's going to keep popping up because it's not going all the way to the bottom of the piece of the film, right?
Nice.
Situation he's in.
Over right there in the corner.
Yep.
Also, another thing is I noticed whenever I'm bottom loading and I shrink it, if I don't use enough soap, that's the thing with bottom load. You got to use a shit ton of soap. I learned that from Rick Tallman too, because he was sliding that fucking thing around, rolling the window up and back down, still sliding around. If you don't use enough soap when you're bottom loading and you're feeding it in, if that shit creases on you or pinches, you're going to have fingers pop up. And I figured that out the hard way. I was like, why won't this damn finger go away? Finally, I just said, fuck it, and ripped it off. There's a crease when I was bottom loading it. So it might not be that it's not shrunk. It might have been that you creased the shit at the bottom. But you can't see it because it's too far down to look.
I can't see. My eyes are bad.
Gonzo.
I guess he got it. Is he going to fuck with the back window? Whoa. Thought I saw a fucking bubble. Hey, no, not bad. Not bad. Not bad for a DIY.
Let's admire the look of the
Not
truck
bad.
compared to
Shout out to United Window Films too.
An absolute, just like complete makeover almost. Like it took the whole truck and put it together with the whole blacked out.
I guess he didn't fuck with the back. I don't blame him. For a new beginner, I wouldn't want to fuck with the back because it rolls down that back window. Pain in the ass.
Tint goes, dude, I am blown away at how easy this film is to install.
It keeps looking like a bubble. I know y'all see it too. It looks like a bubble right there, but I don't think it is. I think it's
together with the
reflection.
whole blacked out look now with the wheels blacked out, the body, and now the windows. Looks really, really good together, man. So as far as the tint goes, dude, I am blown away at how.
See, like right there, it looks like a bubble. It might be, but I don't think it is. I think he would see that. If we said he'd probably see it. He probably wouldn't be recording if it was a bubble. So I'm thinking that's a reflection.
How easy
But hey,
this film is to install.
DIYers out there, not bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Pass. I've tried to practice and get good at it, but it never really worked out because I was using the wrong film the entire time. I was using generic, unbranded, either pre-cut film from eBay or
similar. And
I was telling you out there, DIYers, I wouldn't think twice about the eBay pre-cut. This is the film he's talking about. I think it's United. You just type in window tint. And seriously, because if you buy a pre-cut, you get one shot, one go. Here's a pre-cut right here. Shit. You get one of every window, one shot, one go. You mess up, that's it. That's it. Even experienced tinters got and there's some things that might not be on you. It could be a bug fly in. Where bugs gonna come from? You tint in the garage. Garage doors open and close. You can't stop we're gonna have a security guard smacking all the bugs from coming in. It could come in from outside when you open and close the garage door. Number two, a hair. Unless you're bald, you got alopecia or something or whatever that shit is where you have no hair, a mustache, a nose hair, a hair could fall in there. Shit, and a particle, all kinds of shit. Crease. I've seen pros crease it on accident. So any kind of thing could go wrong and you need another piece. You got a pre-cut, you ain't got that. So you're better off, it's going to cost you just as much to buy a whole fucking roll. How much is a pre-cut? Look, $58. Can I move myself? Shit. Pre-cut, $58. How much is just a roll? There's Rock Rose up there, but I'm not looking at that. Just gonna type it in. United. There it is. That's what he got. Look, $85. So for 30 more bucks, you get 100 feet, bro. A pre-cut's like in total, what, like 8 to 10 feet? Because it's two side windows, and then if it's a car or truck, side and the back. It's like most vehicles, like 10 foot, right? So 10 foot for $56, or you get 100 foot for 30 more bucks. Come on, dude. What's the 24-inch roll? Really need 36. So $100. Okay, whatever. Sue me. 24-inch roll, 40. That's the way to go. So you hear anybody talking shit about United?
Most of my friends who do window tint for a living, like,
am I going to start using it full time? No. But for a DIY, it's not a bad way to go.
Better time heat shrinking it, and
if you fuck up, you got plenty of film to redo it.
Was using junk film. This one here installed really easy in terms of the heat shrinking. Oh my gosh, dude, it was like night and day from that eBay film. You guys remember I did the windows on my Grand Cherokee with the pre-cut eBay?
Yeah, that's the video I watched.
Like $35 pre-cut, no windshield, all the sides and the
he bought the pre-cut. Yeah,
30
that's the video I watched before.
It was awful. It wouldn't heat shrink. It was super brittle. I'm pretty sure it was a 1-ply film, and this here's 2-ply. First of all, in itself. But,
United pulled up to the shop trying to say, "Are you serious?"
It was a nightmare.
Hold up, Brad. He said, "United pulled up to the shop trying to sell one day." Wow, I didn't know. I thought United was just like, I didn't know they had like sales reps or whatever. Interesting, Mr. Jones. What'd you tell him? No, thank you. Or did you? Yeah, what'd you tell him?
Drinking it, and then
I didn't know that they were like a major. I thought it was just like a random brand on Amazon.
The outer part of the rear window,
like MK Brothers, Rock Rose.
Film,
well, Rock Rose is its own thing too. But anyways, see what this dude's saying.
Came out really, really good. No debris hardly at all, except for a little bit. You guys can see it right.
Oh well, if you got to squint for it, bro, that's all right. Yeah, you got to squint. It's not bad.
With this roll right here, and
that's a given, dude. It's not it's never gonna be 100% perfect.
Trying to and
oh, hold up, this dude. Ryan, I was looking for your in-depth rear heat shrinking video, but I can't find it. Ryan, I made a bunch of my videos private, but I'll unprivate that for you. I can't go into specifics why, but Ryan from YouTube, if you're still looking at this, I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I'll unprivate it. There's a reason I haven't. But anyways, yeah.
It was cheap enough to say we gave it a
Thank
try,
you for
right?
subscribing, Ryan. Ask me that question.
To actually work out the way it did because it came out really freaking good, and I was like, oh, it's actually working out pretty good. So now what I plan to do.
What's he gonna do next?
Ceramic film.
Oh,
also very
shit. So he used carbon, so he's gonna get their ceramic. Oh shit! I meant to hit. I hit the wrong damn button.
So this here is my.
He's gonna buy their ceramic film, and then what?
Night and day from that eBay, either possible or not. Apparently, it came out really, really because it came out really freaking good, and I was like, oh, it's actually working out pretty good.
Well,
So
good for him.
now what I plan to do is buy their ceramic film, which is also very cheap. I looked into their website and it was $200 for a 24-inch by 100-foot roll.
Okay.
For their 90 to 97% IR blocking.
That's not
Which is
bad.
crazy. So the carbon
97 IR, that's like 2 layers.
job at blocking the IR. Carbon film's kind of the middle grade between the dyed film.
He knows his shit. This dude's done some research.
Middle, so it's more affordable.
He knows more than your average
practice
Joe.
roll, man, your boy killed it. So I'm gonna hop inside here and show you guys the cut I did.
And I guess he didn't take off that side panel on the back door. And if you don't, it's deep.
End up doing what I planned.
Hey, his top edges are nice.
This guy right here, it's a filer, which a lot of like the.
Maybe he's already thinking about filing.
What they'll do is kind of hang the tint off the top edge a little bit, right? And then take this right here and then shave the tint off the edge, so it gives it a super clean.
He's he's not fucking around.
Edge, factory type of look, but I don't have experience doing that, and I did such a good job on this, and I was like,
yeah, he did for a first timer. He really did.
And, you know.
This is what Brad Jones said at United said. He said he came from New York. We had a random conversation, but I told him not interested. Geo reflects. Well, that's cool that you sat and talked with him. You know what I'm saying? Was respectful to the dude. He's just trying to do his job. You know what I mean? But hey, if this is a recent video, I might send him an email and be like, look, y'all need to put this video on your website or something like that. This dude just gave y'all a hell of an endorsement for a DIYer on United Window Films, because there's a lot of people in a lot of the window tint sections of Facebook that say stay the hell away from it. But this dude, look, he's got no reason to lie. JC, have you experienced with multiple layers of ceramic before? You talking about 2-layer? So I'm guessing you're talking about like Apex, so like dual layers, so like the high-end ceramic, right? Like the 2 mil. Yes. So that Chinese fucking, what was it? Knockoff Lumar or whatever it was. That was double layer. What else? I think Ceramic Pro Black. No, I don't think ceramic. I'm not sure. Ceramic Pro Black. I'm not sure if that's dual layer ceramic. What the hell was that? I used to get a whole lot of film. Anybody that's seen some of my shit in the past before knows I used to buy a lot of film from Precision Window Films, and they had a 2 mil ceramic film. And yeah, it takes a little bit. It's a little bit harder to shrink just because it's not really harder. It takes a little bit more time, a little more heat. It's thicker, right? And I'm thinking that I did get some high tech, like super, whatever their high end ultra or something like that, like as a sample. It just takes a lot more. It's not for a beginner. It's not going to be the same as shrinking carbon film. It takes a little more time with the heat. That makes sense. But I don't offer it. No, I don't offer it for customers around here because not too many people, in my experience, around this area want to spend upward like of what I would have to charge for. Because I just had somebody call me today, or no, it was yesterday, and he had a 2019 Chevy Trax, and he said, "Man, you're the cheapest place around. Places in Lexington want like $800-900 to tip my little small SUV, like a car." And I'm guessing those places were offering like the high end. Now there's some people. There's a few companies around here. There's Black Diamond, and they offer Lumar IRX, which I think is like the top end, high end Lumar. And I see posts and shit like that. I keep track of everybody. Don't feel special. I keep track of everybody. And there's some people around this area. People don't got money like that. That's why you don't see that many wrapped cars around here. But do I think it's cool? Yeah. Do I think it's worth that much extra money? Hell no, because you can get the difference between like 80 IR or the TSCR being like 10-50% more. Bro, it's not gonna make that much of a fucking difference, right? 80, what is it, like 80 something IR, 85 compared to like 90? Come on, dude. You really gonna get in the fucking car and notice that big of a difference for that much money? No. And most people that drive around, they got their fucking AC on. Does ceramic tint block out some heat? Yeah, fuck yeah, it does. But are we lying when we say that we can really tell? Maybe, I don't know. But I just like the UV rays being blocked, and maybe it keeps the car a little bit fucking cooler. And the ceramic tint, yeah, it's the best kind. So that's what I fuck with. But I don't think that the double layer is worth it. But you'll have people swear to God up and down that oh God, this RX, I can tell. It feels so much better, so much cooler. I don't even need my AC. Actually, I took my AC out, weight reduction. I don't even need my AC anymore. I actually had somebody message me the other day saying, hey, man, it's $600 to get my AC fixed. You know, I can't afford that, so I'm thinking about getting Tint. Some people really think that, but let me stick back to the topic at hand. This DIY is doing its thing. And what about you? And why do you ask, Brad Jones? Now, if I lived in an area where people had money like that, hell yeah, like Houston, they're selling that. They're selling that ultra high tech, whatever it is. The Geo. I know Matt. Shout out to Matt 31310. He's every other video I watch, somebody's buying Apex, which is their 2 mil ceramic. I'm like, damn, I'm pocket watching like a motherfucker. $1,000 tint jobs left and right. He said, I put 4 layers of ceramic on my windshield glass. Will get super hot. Holy shit. Oh, so you're talking about tint over tint. That's what you're saying? So you're talking about... No, I've never heard no shit like that, but that's not a bad idea. So you're basically getting like 400% or 400 IR blocking out. You probably don't need an AC. Holy crap. Around my tiny either, man, they don't care really. Yeah, Matt Bethea, that's the thing. When I see assholes posting receipts of like my customer just spent $1,500 on a tint job, I want to come over there and burn your shop down. Seriously. And then I want to break your finger so you can't work. It's like, fuck you, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy for them. I know they got family and kids to feed, but you got to think though, right? Like I'm sure the profit margins are still similar. You spend, what is it? I already know that Apex, and that's like the cheaper, Apex is like the cheaper 2 mil ceramic. Not cheap as in quality, I'm talking about in terms of like price. What is it, like $650 for 40 by 100? So you pretty much, you're supposed to, the rule of thumb is you're supposed to charge for the sides and the back what the box is, right? Because you only get 8 cars out of a box. You got to make your money back for what you spent. You got to make enough money to buy another box so those cars in between your profit, right? Work with me. So if you're spending $650, $65 a car, I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, around here, every now and then somebody will just want the best shit. Cool. But I haven't had anybody tell me, I want your dual layer ceramic. Half the people don't even know what the hell ceramic is. So you got to educate them. That's why so many people, unfortunately, are easily able to get bullshitted.
Keep it on the inside.
Like the guy in Tint, whatever, in Florida is telling people that, oh, on a Dodge Charger, you have to use ceramic film on those vehicles. The Mopar vehicles, you got to use ceramic tint. People believe in it because they don't know. Oh, okay, he's a professional. I see in his ratings. Whatever the fuck comes out of his mouth is true, I guess. Half the people think ceramic tint is mirror tint. Ceramic, is that shiny shit? That's what I hear. Ceramic. Is that's the kind that's clear from the inside, right? What? I like the ceramic because it's darker. I feel like half the time I'm on the phone, I'm educating more than I'm selling a fucking tint job. But it's okay.
And then push the tint right up to the edge of the glass minus like maybe 1/10 of an inch.
I think that dude honestly did a good job, but I think it went past right there. I think, and I'm not trying to break his back.
I was like, well,
no, did he? But I think that looks like on that top corner. I think it looks like it. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like he went over the edge of the glass, so it might start peeling. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the right where the glass curves. Looks like the fucking film's past that.
I cut the film using.
So it might start peeling. Maybe it looked like he wanted to go too fucking tight on that top edge. He went a little bit too tight. And he went a little bit too, yeah, he went a little bit too far past it. But it's okay. Good, you know, it did good for a beginner. Real good.
So I was like, well,
super nice edge. That very end. And I ain't even saying that because I sound like a ticky tack.
But I would say the most difficult part of laying down some tint is getting it on.
I still can't believe you put 4 layers of tint on there, dude. God, that shit has to be like, you could probably shoot that with a bullet that wouldn't go through. That's like security film. Because that security film is like a certain mil. And each layer of tint is 2 mil, right? So it's 8 mil. Wow. Hell yeah, that's what's up, dude. More layers. I'll do 300 for Apex, just no big market for them. Higher prices. I wish I was in the area I could charge the box price. Right? Yeah, some people like my man, I can put everybody's business out there, but a good buddy of mine uses Rayno, and he's got to go a little bit on the cheaper side in terms of what he sells it for, what a job for. and the people they ain't gonna pay it. It's like you see a lot of people in the message boards talking about, oh, you need to raise your price, people. It's like, motherfucker, if I do that, nobody's gonna be calling me. Sorry, I can't control these other people that are in my area, that are doing it they're just undercutting everybody. And and the people that are able to not have to worry about people undercutting you are people who've been around for a long time. Does that make sense? Like if you got that name, that notoriety, you've been around for like 8 years, that shit don't bother you. But if you're the new guy on the block, that is going to affect you, in my opinion, because they're going to be like, you're not going to have that name where people around town are saying, oh yeah, go to Matt Bethea. You know what I'm saying? So if you just move somewhere, you just start to Tint, the fucking other prices do affect you, in my opinion. What do you think, Matt Bethea, Jason Moran, Brad Jones? But over time, when your name starts to get out there more and you start to get your reviews up, I think then your work starts to speak for itself and you can raise your price some. Hey, you should have, people that may say something, you should have, came to me when the fucking prices were lower. It just takes some time. But in the beginning, that's why I think it's a good idea to not maybe go with the Lumars as far as in the beginning, or the Suntex, where you got to buy like $5,000 worth a month of film or whatever. You got to follow all these rules. It's like a Scientology cult. Just get some decent film, like fucking 10X or GeoShield, High Tech. Some of those ones were Tint Club, Rogues, another good one everybody likes. Something affordable, dude. That way you can still make a decent margin by charging a lower price. Boom, let me get back to this.
Without getting any debris between the tint and the glass inside of the window.
But yeah, any DIYers out there, you can do it yourself, bro.
Freaking clean. We have some nice charcoal tint going on here, man. No blue color to it, no purple.
And that's another thing. He just said no. He said no blue color. A lot of people don't like that blue color, that blue hue. I know Expel's got that blue. A lot of ceramics have that blue hue. Not all of them do. Not all of them. Because a few customers, they'll post on Reddit, they'll post on the window tint groups, why is my tint bluish? I don't like that blue hue. I had one lady message me, why is it blue? This is when I was using precision window films, when their ceramic lines had a bluish hue. 10X don't. That's what I like about it. GeoShield, as far as I know, don't have a bluish hue. But he's saying that at least this carbon don't have a bluish hue,
no pink,
which some do.
No yellow, no colors.
Some ceramics do, some
just charcoal. And boy, does it look really freaking good. So
well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's only ceramics. It might not be carbons that have a bluish hue. Maybe it's just ceramics only.
Leaving it on your car's windows. Well, I think United is a great brand to try out. They're on Amazon. You can go to the website as well. They have all these options from 1-ply films to 2-ply films. Standard dyed films, carbon films, which I have on the truck right now is the carbon film.
You can't go wrong with carbon. You're blocking out some heat.
Dyed film and
it's gonna last. It's not gonna fade. It's not that expensive.
Heat rejection or the IR rejection. The carbon film I have on the truck right now blocks about 30 to 35% of the IR compared.
All right, I think he's just talking about it from now on. I'm gonna go to his Jeep video. Because he tends to Jeep has a lot harder time. I think that Jeep video would have been a better kind of DIY video reaction, because he buys a pre-cut, which a lot of DIYers make that mistake. Some of them get the pre-cut and they're like, fuck it, it looks like shit, I don't care. But some of them, they get the pre-cut and they tear up a pattern. They got to order a whole new set. Damn, how long ago did he tint that Jeep? Can I just search his thing? And there's another tinter. I don't know if y'all heard about his name. He's some Australian cat, Mr. Clean. He's on YouTube. I started watching some of his videos. He's kind of got a similar setup to Matt's, and he does a lot of Australian cars. Really knowledgeable, good dude. And he takes his time explaining stuff too. I think it's Mr. I was gonna make a video about one of his sometime in the future. Mr. Clean, Australian cat, cool accent. He does vinyl wraps too. He's got maybe 20 videos. But he does a real good job. Takes his time. Oh, shit. Parker, I tinted my taillights. Well, where's the Jeep? Here it is. tinting with eBay pre-cut window tint. It's super ceramic per Shane. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Shane knows it all. If you got any questions, Shane's the encyclopedia of window tint. And I'm not being facetious. He really is. This motherfucker has answered any question that you would ever think to have. He's been tinting before window tint even came out. He'll argue with you to the death. But he's right 99% of the time.
For the first time, got the entire fleet lined
And he'll tell you right now, stay the hell away from eBay pre-cuts. That's just a fact. But if he had a bad opinion of United,
up, and I gotta say, dude, that Grand Cherokee,
after watching this, he might
black wrap on it.
have a different one.
Right now,
But
side step from the Wrangler.
would I use a brand like United at my shop? No, probably not. Why? Just because I don't know enough about it. I think I'd have to do my research, but it's like once you find something, that's why a lot of people don't hop to different films. It's like once you stick with something, once you've got like, you know how the film works, you've been ordering it, you're okay with, you know, the way they run everything. It's like, why switch it up? But ain't the newbies out there trying to do it yourself.
Someone's coming down today from the
Even $250 a box. They're like, for that price, I might just get it tinted. But some people just like to do the DIY. Because you got to think, look at Mauricio Chapa. Whenever I did a podcast with him and asked him how he got started, him and a few other tinters have said, I just didn't want to have to pay nobody to do it. I'll save money, learn how to do it myself. And that's a good way to go. You know what I mean? He was like, I figured shit, if they figured it out, so can I. And people that buy a lot of cars or whatever, buy and sell, and they like to have people, you know, because the average person only keeps their vehicle for like an average of up to like 3 to 5 years. So if you're getting new vehicles, you know, often as a consumer, it would make more sense just to learn how to tint the shit myself, right? Oh, yes, this is Ryan from, in my opinion, 10X. Okay, so this is Ryan from YouTube. What up, Ryan? You still on here? Cool. Yeah, Pure Max is the best practice film. Yeah, I think so too. And people say, well, I should practice with whatever I'm going to use at my shop for my customers, right? And I say, hell no. Because that practice shit is going in the garbage, dude. You're going to spend more money than you have to, because guess what? It all cuts the same. It all handles. The only difference between the higher end films and the cheap shit is how it looks on the inside and how it shrinks. It all cuts the same when you're bottom loading it in or two staging it in. It's going to feel pretty much the same. 2 mil is 2 mil, 1 mil is 1 mil, 1 ply, 2 ply is 2 ply. Size 13 shoes, a size 13 shoe, no matter the brand. Only difference is if you can work with shit film that's hard to shrink. Like, for example, Lex and 10X, some people say, yeah, it takes a little bit more heat. Matt made a video about it. It takes a little bit more time to shrink it. Okay. So if you decide that you're going to go with high tech, you're already used to film that takes more heat. You're going to be even quicker at shrinking Geo Shield or high tech, Rogue, Tint Club, what the fuck ever. People just, and then somebody made a post of 10X of their white box, which we all know that, don't stay away from that. And for some reason, I keep seeing a lot of people using 10X professionals. And this is the thing. People are shitting on 10X, but that black dude that's always posting videos, shout out to black dude, a mobile window tint group that's always tinting outside. Actually, there's a couple dudes, and it a white box. It's not Pure Max, and it's not fucking Cool Max. It's the white Max. And they're putting it on customers' cars. If their customers were bitching about it, I don't think they would keep buying it and putting it on there. You know what I'm saying? If a well-established tinter's been doing it for like 5-10 years, and they got that white box of fucking 10X, do you really think that if it was that bad, they would keep buying it? Don't you think word would get around town to stay away from this fucking dude, right? But somebody made a post of a picture of the inside view looking all blue from the white box 10X. They're like, oh, compared to GeoShield C2. And everybody went crazy. And it's like, you know what? Keep believing that, because all these people that are buying 10X, like me and my man Ryan right here, we're spending half the price of these other people and charging the same amount. You do the math, but that's okay. But for some reason, I keep seeing the white box 10X, just browsing through the website, out of stock all the time. 5% for a 60-inch roll, temporarily out of stock. Why the fuck is that? I wonder. Because people are buying it. Look at the video of the black dude with the dreads on the mobile window tint, tinting outside. Got a white box of 10X. Sure, this ain't his first year doing it, but hey, at the end of the day, all that matters is what your customers think, because those are the ones paying you. But yeah, I fuck with Pure Max and Cool. I got Cool Max right here. People keep trashing it. Is it the best film in the world? No. I think high tech that I've used, and I've used like 8 different brands. Chinese Stream, 10X, Pure Max, Cool Max, what else? Suntech, Carbon, Geo Shield. Fuck. What else? Well, now I just went Reno. They're dyed and then they're Carbon. What? Scorpion. C2, Geo, all the Geo Shields besides Apex. Haven't used Apex. But anyways. Customers didn't like it, still wouldn't be in business. If the shit was blurry and bubbling up all the time, wouldn't be in business. Let's go back to this dude. I need to shut up. Shut up, Kevin.
From the Wrangler. I also picked up some
Johnson used to be bluish. See, I've heard about Johnson. I think Jaybird used to use Johnson window films. Hey, some people don't mind the bluish hue. Some people don't. The ceramic. Some people don't. Because if you go on Google, and type, is ceramic tint supposed to have a blue hue? It's going to say yes. Expel's blue, from my understanding. I haven't used the Expel. I've used their PPF, but not their tint. Yeah, I'd love to see him install so we can see the resemblance, right? My cat's going nuts. But this dude,
for the Wrangler too, so we'll throw those on later and get right to
this dude does a really not good job. I think this is his first time tinting this cat right here.
From eBay. Should be interesting.
Also,
And he gets the eBay non-branded pre-cut. It's just in a white box. It's got no label, no sticker.
Not working out, so we'll get that started.
Not, it don't even have the shade label, as far as I know. It might, I don't know. But I've seen like videos of people unboxing it.
The Wrangler, that's still to come as well.
And there's a bunch of different sellers. Not all the eBay pre-cut tint is one person. There's people from China, people from the USA. There's a lot of different companies that just sell it. But you gotta do your research. Some of the eBay pre-cut, like Precision Window Films, they sell pre-cuts on eBay, but they've got history for like years, dude. And their film's all right. But you can tell if it's like a Chinese seller or someone from India or something, just by the way like the description is. But anyways, this dude right here, he's about to have a real fucking rough day.
It's insane. Show you guys a little before shot here of this wolf.
And he does the back window.
Messed it up. Well, that's $30 on the tubes for all windows. Isn't too bad actually. So
$30. And you get one shot, one go. If you screw up at any point in the process, you're just not gonna have tint on that window until you order a whole new set. Because as far as I know, with pre-cuts, you can't just order a one window cut. Look, I don't think first off, is he wet shrinking that? Wet shrinking is not bad, in my opinion. Wet shrinking back when, anyone is not bad. There's a little black guy named Global Window Tinter, I think. And he wet shrinks everything. But look, he didn't lock the sides down. Any of you DIYers or first timers out there, you want to do, you don't have to, but it's best to do an H pattern. And what the fuck is that? It's when you lock the middle and the sides down. See these little lines right here, these bubbles? The tint's going to shrink up in the wrong direction right there. It needs to be locked down. That's one of his first mistakes. He's doing good with the heat gun, and he's doing good with that. That's my favorite type of little squeegee, right? Some people like hard cards, but with just hard plastic cards, if you squeegee over a finger at the wrong time, too soon, it's going to crease. Those are a lot more forgiving. So are felt cards. But I think felt cards are too soft. Hard cards are too hard. That's right in the middle. I love Matt. He was one of the most hated for not being a gatekeeper. Yeah, I love Matt. Matt put all the juice out there. Matt put all the game out there. He's the reason a lot of people are tinting right now. I can't list them all, but Matt, I mean, he's got over, he's what, 1/3 of 1,000,000 subscribers for a reason. Him, Sean Window Tint Warriors, Ralph Van Pelt, of course, Rick Tallman's got a shit ton of it. I don't know why his videos don't have more views. I don't know. He hasn't made a video in like 4 years. I was going to ask Rick about that. But he's made pretty much a video about everything he can.
creases feel harder now, so I'm getting kind of nervous getting it all the way shrank. I don't know how perfect this part needs to be, but I feel like this might be good enough. I'll try a little bit more.
No, see, he thought it was good enough. No, that needs to, the way it looks on the outside is how it's going to look on the inside. So any DIYers watching this, of course, you tenders watching this already know. Hell no, it's not enough. He's going to find out when he puts that shit in, when he installs it, and that shit keeps popping up. Pulling in dirty-ass water. Pulling in, it's like you're at Myrtle Beach or something, just dirty-ass water just rushing in. Because every time you squeegee down, it's going to come right back. So it could be the film, because he said, look, and he's using the glove. I don't know why he switched to the glove. Some people like the glove. I don't like the glove. Damn. See, us tenders already know what's going to happen. When we see this, it's kind of like watching a car it's like it's losing control, and they don't see that there's a cliff and they're speeding out of control. We see them about to roll off the side of the cliff and crash and burn. They don't see it yet. They think, you know, they don't realize the cliff's there, but we see it. We watch this dude with all them fingers getting ready to install it, thinking, oh, I think it'll lay down. We already know what time it is, unfortunately.
So I'm going to soak down the inside of the glass.
He's got the big, thick, girthy Zep bottle, too.
The sticky part of the tint, nice and wet.
Did he just, see, he didn't really go over his prep. I'm hoping to God he didn't just spray water on there and say, let's do it. I didn't see him squeegee it, but then again, he's not really going over every single step, majority of them. But he just sprayed water on the inside like it's good. It could have tape on there. It could have tape that a scrub brush ain't gonna get off. That's another thing, because even new or used cars could have a for sale sticker on there, right? That could be on the inside. And they get Scotch tape, stick it on there. Could have tape on there. You need to check for that. Smudges.
So I'm going to soak down
adhesive.
Inside the glass.
He could have at least just squeegeed it and wiped it off with that rag. But like I said, maybe he did that, just didn't video it. But a lot better. Can't just spray it on there. Or spray it and stick it on there. And expect it to look even decent. This is going to be hard to watch right here. Because it's not shrunk all the way. And this is a pre-cut. This is another bad thing about pre-cut. He's already doomed. Not necessarily. Because you could always bring the heat gun in the car. But his chance of failure is shooting up really high right now. And he don't even realize it, sadly.
One thing I learned on YouTube, you got to hit him with the H pattern first. So one right.
See, he got that backwards. It's okay. It's not his fault. H pattern for the outside before you start doing anything. Before you even plug in the heat gun. That's the H pattern. H is for hold up. Hold up. Hit me with that H pattern before you do any fucking thing. Hold up. At this point in time, H pattern ain't gonna help you.
Right down the middle.
And
then
using the wrong
right
squeegee.
Sides there.
Look, you can tell how much growth this man's made from this video to the one that I just did with his truck. A lot of growth. He learned a whole lot. I bet he spent all kinds of time on window tint Facebook groups and watching Matt's videos.
Wrinklage.
What'd he say? Did he say that word again? What'd he say?
So one right down
Starts
the
with
middle,
a W, but it sounds like an R.
And then right down the sides
Here he goes. He says it.
H.
Hold up.
All right, looking good. Squeegee out all of the
He said looking good.
Wrinklage.
Wrinklage. Nice. I like that word, wrinklage.
But I'm thinking that we can use.
It sounds like something your doctor would tell you when he's giving you an exam. Excess wrinklage.
Some heat, and since we have adhesive on our side,
Getting older is normal. Excess wrinklage.
It would probably stay. I'm thinking, hoping. I don't know. Tried to get rid of the fingers, the last bit of fingers with it being installed, and it didn't completely work out.
No.
So now
you can use that little.
brittle.
Oh,
No stick to it. I got a lot of the fingers out, but then the last little piece here, right on that.
I think he just says fuck it, leaves it. I'm pretty sure.
Does not want to come out. So basically, the lesson learned here is to next time completely heat shrink the tint to the shape of the glass before peeling it and sticking it on.
There you go.
You'll have some fingers to live with for the rest of your life.
There you go. Whoa, another mistake. I probably would lick the finger or thumb before you start picking up film. I've seen a lot of professionals do that too. Picking up film with a dry thumb. put their, I guess maybe they just like putting their mark on it. Like this is, yeah, I did this, right? Like their signature thumbprint on the corner of every window tint pattern. And you spray it. Or I like placing it on the car and then peel it off. You don't got to touch nothing. Don't do that. Don't air peel it. I don't like that. There's no, even if it's windy outside. I've seen Mobile Mo use tape. And those, I don't think you have to shrink. I'll shrink them.
That's what I'm talking about. This one is super easy.
Hey, if it was only that easy.
Hopefully no fingers come up, but if they do,
if every window was as easy as these quarter windows,
like that,
we wouldn't be getting paid for what we do.
Area, and I couldn't imagine it being any easier than these right here.
It's hard to fuck them up.
Super flat.
Really is.
Nothing in the way. Now moving on to the back to.
But good for him. There is a way.
And it's gonna be a little bit tricky.
How long ago was this the last video? So this one
here on the sides and on the top there.
2 years ago. So damn, he said he only had like 3 under his belt. So this was 2 years ago.
Without crinkling the film, it's my only concern. The thing with window tint is
he could be lying to us.
Smallest speck of dust between the.
So this is his like first go. This is when he popped his cherry, so to speak. This is prom night. This is, you know what I mean? This is when it all became real to him. All his videos he watched, all the comments that he read, all the scenarios he played out in his head, all the days he waited on that package to arrive. This is when it all came real, was this day.
And it'll show up times 100 once you lay the tint on.
He's doing right with the Zep bottle. And this is, I don't know if Jay Bird's still watching, but this is when he takes the whole, I'm talking about the whole, I didn't even know you could do that. He takes the top seal out of the door. I didn't even know those things came out. It might be on the front one, but this makes me think that he might not have watched any YouTube video. Well, he had to watch some videos because he saw that he shrank the back. But I don't know what he was watching. I mean, he must have been watching. He wasn't watching Matt's videos because Matt don't bottom up. Maybe, I don't know, but you know, at that moment when he said, you know, he realized at that point he was like, shit. This is, he was probably regretting not just taking it to somewhere. But I'm glad that he stuck with it because now look, now he knows what he's doing. Look, he said, it's okay. I ain't laughing at him. I've been there. We all been there.
Okay. That looks good right there. Now I'm going to squeegee the.
Oh, he is. Well, he's doing like a hybrid of top and bottom mode.
So that part stays. Now I'm going to roll that part up.
He's got the wrong squeegee. I mean, you can use that one, but you need a rubber squeegee for real.
Pushing the tint in.
Hey, at least he's using that as a tuck tool, but better than nothing.
On top of the tint, so it glides nice and easy. Couple fingers coming up here on the bottom.
I don't think he's shrinking. Oh, he's shrinking on the inside. I guess he learned between this one and then the first one, shrink on the outside. But he shrank that back window on the outside. I wonder why he didn't do this one on the inside. Maybe he thought bottom. Well, he wasn't really. He was really two-staging it, but he ripped the whole thing off. So here's where. Okay, so I think he's razor blading it. So he's doing his prep as best he can. Now I'm glad see, he's already grabbing the film with his hand behind it, the proper placement. I think he learned that the second one, but fingerprints and the dirt, dust particles, don't ever, unless you lick your finger, and if you do, you just want to grab it with like the very most corner of it or towards the bottom. Never right there, but it's okay. You DIYers, you.
Lift that little flap up there on the bottom.
So he would, if he had left the bottom half of the liner on, it would have been a proper two-stage.
Okay.
But all in all, he's really not that bad, considering all things, if this is the first time.
We'll squeegee out the excess.
It's not horrible. Seriously.
But I think that was good. You like that? You impressed?
I'm impressed.
There's a girl coming in there to distract him.
That looks sick.
It does.
Well, we should give him some positive encouragement.
We'll see it better in the daylight tomorrow, but a little
Probably
bit
where he was touching it.
all over on the side right here.
He's learning as he goes. Fingerprint for sure. How long ago was the last video? Oh, you asked me that. He probably, yeah. Yeah, we were all beginners. And see, a lot of people I've had a lot of people tell me, and I'm sure y'all tinters the same. Every now and then you get somebody that say, yeah, I tried to tint it myself, or else you see an empty box of Gila or Black Magic in their back seat, which already tells you they try to do it themselves. And they're like, yeah, I didn't have the patience. They always say, oh, I didn't have the patience. Couldn't figure it out. Or it's just too hard, which that's all right. But people that stick with it, like this dude, now he'll never have to pay somebody to tint his windows again. Now he will never have to pay a $500, $400, even a $100 tint job. He's got that knowledge, right? And he's got a second little side hustle, which is cool.
And obviously, I didn't focus on cleaning the door panel as much as I should have, and all this trim piece.
But then again, not everybody's got a garage they can do it in, or a buddy that might have an empty garage or space in their garage, right? So he's just got the time, the space, do it. Some people do it outside too, though, so you don't necessarily have to have a garage.
It avoids getting debris on the film. When you like slide the tint off the tape, you don't get debris coming off.
Mobile window tinters will check my ass real quick talking like that. I don't know what I was talking about
saying
that.
There can be a few wrinkles. I don't have to heat shrink the film on these side glasses right here. Like the rear glass, I had to heat shrink it on the outside. As were this one, they can have a few wrinkles, and you can get them out after you install the film.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that. I think he learns that later because there's a risk of melting that expensive door panel. I'm sure that door panel is at least a few $400, $500, $600.
Pretty good over here. So finish the.
And you can't replace just the top part; it's the whole panel melted. I had a dude with a brand new charger that he tried to tint himself. He brought me. This was last year, brand new. It was like a 2020. What was it? 2024 charger. He tried to tint it himself. On his driver's side, the door panel was melted all the shit. I said, damn, what happened here? He said, oh, I tried to do it myself, man. I was like, yeah, that could happen. I only saw that once, but because sometimes you don't realize that heat, the area that it hits, is larger than the area that you want it to hit. It's going to hit that area that you're looking at and the surrounding areas, and it's going to get hot a lot quicker. That's why I have this little thing I do. When I'm heat shrinking something, I always hit it on my hand. So in the back of my mind, I know how hot that motherfucker is, right? It's like a little nervous tick. It's like when I'm shrinking, I'll go shh, shh, and hit my hand with it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is that hot. And it kind of reminds me to be aware, make sure that, and hey, it's been working. I haven't melted anybody's shit.
Sort of cleaning everything up first, put some tape on it, and then see how it comes out. But
what do you say? Put some tape on what?
$30 tint job all the way around, huh? Do some better prep on sort of cleaning everything up first, put some tape on it, and then see how it comes out.
Oh yeah, taping the. He probably did watch Matt's videos. Maybe Matt tapes everything, which is good practice.
That's cool.
Hey, it's a practice.
I'm good with that. More practice is good. Anyways,
hell yeah, he's got a good supportive woman right there cheering him on.
Alrighty, so it is the next day.
Hey, I like that.
One more piece of
Matte Rat Black.
Watch
Watch what he does on this driver's side door.
Although this time
he makes sure he's
due to avoid there being
I've never seen no shit like this.
The glass and the tint on this door right here, and that's pretty much just going to be doing.
I mean,
prep, popping
you want a clean job? Shit.
Popping off that door panel right there.
He pops the whole panel off, bro.
Also, I'm trying to keep the next.
I didn't like I said. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, I know you could disassemble a whole vehicle, but
angle here.
Shit.
But anyways, yeah, pop these panels off right here.
I thought it was like made like
a lot easier and less risky for debris getting caught between the glass and that tint. Also, not have to deal with squeezing it between that weather strip right there and the glass.
See,
should also make it a lot.
I guess he doesn't realize that, bro. Like you can crack the window down. Like I think if he had at this point, if he had watched a few more videos, like somebody two-staging it, he would have known. Oh, or even bottom blow. I think is he trying to wedge the shit up in there with it rolled up? Now that's how you tint a window that won't roll down. I'm sure everybody's got a window or got a vehicle where somebody said, yeah, I forgot that window don't roll down. Or else they just bought the car and don't realize it. So they can't tell you because they don't know. But you find out when you start hitting the buttons and then you call them and make sure that they know that you didn't do it. Hey, or you text them, hey, did you know that this window don't roll down? I didn't do it. I didn't fry shit, but your window don't roll. It's better if they're there because that way there's no thinking, did he fuck something? It would no. I'll let them know straight up. All these windows work. Let me check them. Psst. Try to remember to do when they're there. But this is how you do it. This is
and less risky of wrinkling it up.
I guess that's how he did the other one. But
anyways, prep the door up and get this last piece of tint thrown on to that front driver's side door, and See how it comes out.
I'm talking about he takes his whole shit apart. Damn. He's not BSing.
Look at this. Glass just dangling down.
Look, the glass is about to fall out of the...
inside of the door, and that plastic trim piece around it.
I'm surprised the glass didn't like fall down. I bet later on he realized, like, damn, I didn't have to do all that, but he figured it out. Look.
The idea here for the soapy solution between the glass and the tint is to give you some play time. So you can kind of move it around a little bit.
He's right.
Where you want it.
I wonder what he's using.
Once I have it there,
Probably baby
slide the
shampoo.
squeegee right
I'm just
on
guessing. I
top
don't think he
of
said.
the tint, and it slides nicely.
So I guess he didn't shrink that one either. He just... Oh, that's hard to... And it's hard to really get them fingers out with a soft hard card like that. You can, but a gator blade or something like that's better with a taped edge.
The window tint brought everything together. Looks so sick. I'm gonna pull the Jeep outside.
I wonder if he redid that when he got better
so
at
I
it.
don't get any more fingers in the tint and stuff like that. In the meantime, pull a Wrangler inside.
But that matte black
the rock slider
wrap
inside,
is nice. It's
and then
hitting.
we'll go back outside and
Hitting on all
check out how it
4
all
cylinders.
came out.
Wait, what's he doing? Is he doing her Jeep too? Oh no, he's putting them things in.
Much better than those side steps, and of course having nothing there at all does not look good either, because that everything all blacked out officially, black on black on black, looking super.
I mean, it's not horrible, right?
And the tint came out really
He got it on there.
looking that direction. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, doing the windshield. I think Brad Jones said something about doing the windshield.
So careful, but what is that? Oh
And see, that's the thing. He took all that shit apart, sadly, and still had all that trash. I don't know what he was using, like when he was prepping the glass, because all I saw him was with that hard card, or that felt tip plastic card. So yeah, that's a lot of trash in there, bro. A lot of trash. If he had just like the basic rubber squeegee, been all right. But yeah, DIYers, even the Amazon kit will come with one of them rubber edge squeegees that are like, moldable. Not moldable, but bendy. With the blade on it, like the rubber. But anyways, that right there, that ain't coming out. You can tell the little water blisters right there, probably where he didn't get enough water out, probably would go away. But that hair right there, but he did get a lot better from this video to that truck he just did. I think he said he only did like 3.
I did my literal best to make sure no contaminants or no debris, no dirt, no nothing.
And you can't see it on the back half. I'm sure the back half would look like that, but where it's, and you tenners know, that factory dyed glass hides a lot of shit. Hides a whole lot of shit. So the back windows will probably look like that too, but he's lucky that it's dyed.
Between the film and the glass, but somehow that happened. I don't know.
I'm sure, I bet he probably redid it.
The tint, it's super static and everything just wants to grab to it, and that might have been what happened. I don't really know, because I did a really good job, I thought at least, making sure everything was, nice.
He definitely did his best with the knowledge he had at that time.
The laminate off the tint.
He took every damn seal on that door off. The window was barely hanging in there.
I thought could have gotten on the glass at that point, but I was wrong. Anyways, yeah, we got some speckles now. According to some tips and tricks I've learned on YouTube, you can kind of heat this area up, or these little bubbles up.
He could with a little chiseler or the edge of a credit card. Get something. He can make it look a little bit better, like a torch on the outside.
The back windows do look pretty
Let's see what
good
the comments
because
say.
the windows were already tinted, so it kind of
See what this top comment says. A few things from my experience with tint, pre-cut and store-bought. Remove the windows whenever possible. Damn. And this got 12 thumbs up. He said remove the windows whenever. I think, look, I had to tint 2 front windows off of a 04 Ram 2 weeks ago. And I just did it on a bumper cover stand. I think it's harder to tint them outside of the vehicle than on them, me personally. Now, if I had one of them, I saw in one of the window tint groups, dude had like a little suction cup thing he had mounted on the wall to stick the glass on there. That would probably be easier. But on like a bumper cover, that shit was a pain in the ass. I would rather have been in the car. But this dude's saying, remove the windows whenever possible. It makes install much easier. You can take advantage of temps inside your home when installing on a cold or tinting on a cold day. Shrinking the tint is helpful even when doing roll-up windows. Fact. I don't care too much because it's an early 2000s car for me. not the best quality for 30 bucks. And some people they like, look, I don't care what it looks like. For 30 bucks, I saved, you know, hundreds of dollars. I'm gonna end this with a good prep video. One of my favorite ones is probably
Hey, this video
Rick here. He's got a few of them, but this one in detail, here it is. Shit, this one's 22 minutes. He's got, this one's good, but there's a shorter one. Go back. As far as prep goes, there's another one. Damn, I gotta search it. Matt has good prep videos too. Sean from Window Tint Warriors does. So does Ralph. Ralph has really good videos too. As far as he explains it in depth, big time. So you can't really go wrong. Different styles, but shit, did I hit the okay? Or retint prep heat shrink out of there. Fuck, I thought he had a shorter one. Ralph and okay, they're more together. Clean. Mother trucker. This is the one. This is real long, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna recommend. Probably this is probably the best one.
Again with Window Film Revolution. I've had
Young Rick.
several people ask me how to do a clean install. I'm actually gonna tint it.
It does all begin with step 1A, which is prep.
Slower than if I was just boom, 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 knocking it out. But maybe you'll get some details. When wiping this off, you also want to make sure you want to wipe the top of this off really good. Now I've already wiped this. This is dry. This probably ain't doing nothing. But you want to wipe the top off.
I usually do the top edge before I install it.
And you may even want to come on the inside and wipe it off. And what that does is that gets any trash.
I don't use paper towels neither. You can, but I don't like having to keep buying paper towels. I use shop towals.
Again, this is about
Yellow Kirkland.
and getting a really clean job.
So he clean.
About felt, it can fall out, get in the tint, and look like crap.
And before you start spraying water, this felt, like he's about to say, tape the edges. That green stuff is good too. That's what I do for mid-mode dents uses.
Automotive masking tape. I think they make the exact same tape.
And I think that might stick better than the blue stuff. That or the stuff Matt sells is good too. I like the seal guard that Matt had that you could. It was like duct tape. You could probably just get regular white duct tape. Probably the same shit, but that stuff's good too. They sell it at Walmart. But I think Matt's new seal guard, you got to cut it. You can't just rip it. I like this kind that you could rip because you don't have to just.
When you're tinting this prepping. So
yep.
I'm going to put tape here. Now that just covers that felt. Now the top, a lot of people.
I don't do the top, but you can. It doesn't hurt to,
I do.
Especially for beginners.
The reason that some people don't take the top is because that they're like, hey, the film never touches it. I'm waiting.
But he's right. See, this is why it's probably one of the best prep videos.
Listen, some guys do that, and it works out great. Me personally, I'd rather just go ahead and spend the extra money and time on a piece of tape.
Rick's YouTube channel's Window Film Revolution, Ryan.
Clean the top of the glass.
And it seems like a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I think his channel should have way more subscribers. He's got 2.64. He ain't made a video in like 4 years, but he's real active in his window tint group, Window Film Revolutions. But he's got a shit ton of good videos about stuff that like is far. And another one, how to tint those the windows, the passenger windows on a van, like the best way. And in his video, whenever I was starting, and I still watch it to this day every now and then, those big ass van windows are a pain in the ass because it's got that thing in the way. So And I haven't seen too many people on YouTube that have a good detailed video on how to tint them fucking windows that you got to go into the other side. So his channel is kind of like a hidden gem that you might not know about.
Spraying your, you know, whether you use a spray bottle or a tank, when you spray it, it not only moves liquid, it also moves air. So
that's a fact.
Go ahead and tape all this stuff off.
And then I like cleaning around the whole, like the outside, because I peel off the car. So if there's dirt, because I don't peel off. I don't like traveling far from when you peel the liner off to putting it on there. I feel like the farther you travel, the better chance of shit in the air getting into it. So I peel off the car. So like he said, I clean on the outside of that whole outside, like where the film's going to be, or if I spray it where the water would roll down.
Which way you're going to do it, and that's part of your prep work. Now on this, I'm going to pull the seal out of this truck.
And he bottom loads a lot, so I don't pull the seals out. But if you bottom load,
for me, it's just easy enough to pull the seal. And these are some that you can actually pull back.
And Sean Roach from Window Tint Warriors, he's a bottom loader too.
A little bit of hand strength, but you just.
And he pulls the seals.
And you just, I always like.
And plus, Rick's got a video of how to tint, how to bottom load without taking the seals out. And I haven't seen anybody make a video explain how to do that besides him. So I don't like having to take shit apart because I don't like clips breaking. And if you don't take nothing apart, nothing can break.
Right here on this curve first, because it just comes out easy. So that's up.
But some door panels, it's not. You don't have to. You just peel it back without taking screws and clips apart, and you just peel them out or pull them out.
And lift.
I'm gonna get to where he's prepping.
You can use razor blade.
That's what I use: stainless steel or carbon. Like a holder. Some people just hold the razor blade. See, I got one right here. I don't like holding it right there because your fingers end up hitting the glass. So I put it in a holder. He made a tool for that called a reloader. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He did make that tool.
And now I'm going to get all the glue off. Now, if this was, you know, if this sticker was on top of this, then you would see me use.
I'm going to get to a little bit of a quicker video. But Matt's video, yeah, this is just 4 minutes. So here's kind of like a condensed version. Instead of sitting through a 22-minute video. That one's good, but this one's like a good condensed one.
We're going to do window tint on the front.
Everybody knows Matt.
22 Explorer. I wanted to take a little time to go over the prep work and the installation portion. So the first thing I'll do is use some house.
He's doing the same thing, except he's using a different type of tape. Either tape's good. That one's thinner. I like this tape, me personally, a little bit more in the sky. Either one works. It's like using Dawn or baby shampoo or tint slime or tint slip or whatever.
Even though it's new,
it all comes down to preference.
Lead and dirt. I'll take a clay bar, I'll wipe off the top edge.
See, he does a little bit different style now. I don't think he uses a clay bar. So clay bar, you can use it on the side window. Some people use it on the back where the defrosters are. But really, you can substitute clay bar with a scrub brush. But I'd pretty much just use a razor blade.
Razor blade.
But it don't hurt to do all damn three.
The top of the towel.
Always
spray
top
the window
edge.
Down. Squeegee the entire thing top to bottom.
And see, that's where that dude had a problem. He didn't have one of these. Listen, that Jeep video, he didn't have a squeegee like this. So he was using, I think he was using that felt just hard card to squeegee the water, which that felt just collects little fuzz and shit on it.
Always using overlapping strokes to ensure that it's clean. Then you need to flush
and
out
he
the
needed
sides.
one of them too.
I'll use a tri-edge card or an easy reach to do that. Spray
he didn't hit that other side, but I peel it off just like that too.
Peeling the line.
And that's why I think it's good to clean off that whole surrounding area on the side of the fucking outside the door. Because if there's dirt on it, that just for that little bit of time, it could roll down. Of course, they don't stay on there for that long, but
liner to the window tint. The pattern is already cut, ready to go. And you'll notice that I pull the liner halfway down, pretty much on both sides, and then it's nice and flat right
against. That's where that DIY dude was having problems because he ripped the whole damn liner off. So that bottom half is being protected, of course, with the liner still on for you DIYers. Only time you rip it all the way off is if you want to bottom load it. Now there are some people out there. Shout out to Michael. He 2 stages and rips the whole thing off. Uses that liner to protect the door panel. So only that's more of an advanced way. But if you go 2 stages, it's best to leave that damn thing on. Like the way I do it is when the window tapers, that little section, I split it right in the middle, and that's where I stop it. Is in the middle of that tapered section.
It's the middle. So when I go to pick the tin up, it balances.
And plus the way
really
that dude was
nicely,
handling the film too. He had his fingers on the sides of it. This is the way to do it.
To tuck on the inside. So that's really what we're going to be focusing here, because you can tint a window by.
And that's another thing, like a DIY, how to handle the film. Of course, it's important. But if you got your fingers, now you'll see, of course, Matt and professional tinters aren't grabbing the fucking film on the sticky side. Your fingers really shouldn't touch it unless it absolutely has to. But handling it and just practicing handling it and sticking it in there, because it's kind of awkward rotating it and putting it in there. Because when you got your fingerprint, especially dry, it's going to put dirt in there. So if your fingers aren't touching it, dirt can't get in there from your fingers.
A bunch of times. And
then an inch away, I don't know if he explains it, but like an inch away from that seal, so you slide it over.
Most of your problems are just going to be from a sloppy installation. The key here is to leave the side edge flat, fold up my corner, and then it goes seamlessly into the sides. Here's the outside.
So that's pretty much his prep. That's
Doing
pretty much the prep. Now he's just installing
corner, keep it nice and flush, slide it in, and then I bow up the opposite side of the window. And
so that's really the prep right there, dude.
And then Explorer. I want to take a little time to go over.
It don't have to be a lot. It's simple, but if you can kind of customize it however the hell you want, right?
Tape all my side seals on the bottom.
Especially if it's felt, I would tape
it. It can still let in dirt. I'll take a
so it's like you can either clay bar it or scrub it or razor blade it. But I always razor blade it, except the back window, of course.
Whip off the top edge, razor blade.
And before I sign the hell off here, what's that dude? This is that Australian dude, Mr. Clean Tint. He's kind of similar to Matt in terms of like his style. Matt Bethea. Rick, what do you say? Rick, yeah, Rick is cool. Rick, I don't think that reloader. Yeah, I don't have one of them, but it is a cool tool. I've seen it. Spray fingers while you spray tint. Yeah, Matt, you are right in terms of like if you're going to touch the film, like if you absolutely fucking have to, or you're afraid that you might. Yeah, I lick it. Why? Don't know why. But as long as your fingers are not dry, you're good. I think actually Mauricio Chapa made a video and he like sprayed his fingers, right? Took the tint, peeled the liner off, sprayed it and rubbed his fingers all over it with wet fingers, installed it, and there wasn't nothing on there. So yeah, spraying your fingers wet shouldn't leave a fingerprint. But this cat right here, I just heard of him recently, Mr. Clean Adelaide, I'm not going to butcher that last name, but he, I think he's on TikTok and YouTube. But he's an Australian cat, and he does some cool cars you don't see around here, like some Holdens, and
I should raise my prices.
He's got a cool. He just said I should raise my prices. What'd he say? I just got what he was saying. What did he say? I should raise my prices. I like his accent. I like Australian. There's this show called Mr. In Between. It's a good show. That dude's got Australian accent. And this dude's got
35% yes.
And this dude knows his shit. I've watched a few of his videos. Different style than Matt. He kind of has a similar style where Matt like rolls and he doesn't. I don't think he uses a plotter. This cat not that much, and he measures the film with the tape measure and then cuts it like out of the box, which is different. And that's how this dude. He's passed away now, but another tenant from this area, Rod Chastain, used to do his windows. I thought that was cool. Some people still do it. I'm not sure what brand this cat uses, but yeah, y'all check him out, Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean Adelaide. And his video's long too. Good quality. He's got a good camera. He's basically the Australian Matt.
Average cost of extra cab window tint. It normally starts at $250 for pretty much a lot of cars, sedans and other things.
So he said he starts at $250.
And you go up
in
from
Australia,
there depending on if you need more heat rejection or what are you planning to do with the car.
Which is about the average price.
More in the sun and stuff like
$200 to $300.
You can choose something expensive.
Dyed or carbon.
But the cheapest would be from like $250.
I can't tell if he said
I should raise my prices.
He said I should. That's all right.
It's gone expensive.
I wanted to say that. said I should raise my prices. All right, let me get the hell off here. My fucking. But yeah, he puts both pieces of tint together like that, and then puts it on the window.
Oh, it has to be a manual, not auto.
And he takes his time, 3 hours. I like that. Because he's one of them. There's nothing wrong with claiming how fast you can do shit. That's cool. But your customer's not going to want to hear that shit. They're not going to be impressed. They're going to be thinking in their head, holy shit. Like, they don't think it's cool. We're not at NASCAR, right? We're not at the Olympics seeing how quick you can sprint the 200 or 100 meter dash. Every single customer wants you to take your time. When you start bragging about how fast you are, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, so I can
it's not cool.
Both sides.
Now they don't want to be there all day, but
So
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Once.
When they see you moving fast, they're gonna get nervous. So yeah, take your time. This is JC Tint. Y'all stay black. Anybody